said you. I said you. I said you. Nah, what's up, everybody? Tru-Lee-Versal Podcast. We back again. We back and we live. We doing like we doing it for TV. Another episode 4. This time we got another special guest, part of the Tru-Lee-Versal family, and it's keep on growing and growing. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself right now before we continue. So go ahead, introduce yourself, my man.
Yo, what's going on? It's Ro. Follow me on the gram. Drawing Morgan, drawing Dot Morgan. It's your boy. You feel me? We outside today. You know what I'm saying? We on Tru-Lee-Versal Podcast. We getting to it. We got the game. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to introduce this guy to my left here.
Yes, sir. It's your boy B. It's your boy Tate. You know, follow me on the gram, Tate the Great, Goal One Win, all of that. You know, we here to talk some motivation. We here to talk some shit, as we normally do. You know, we're going to make it do what it do, baby.
And resident pretty boy himself.
What's going on, y'all? It's sticky out here, man. Second time around. We're going to make this shit count. The first time was funny, but we're going to get a little more serious and a little more intricate, you know what I'm saying? But follow me at Sticky4900.
All right, and once again, it's your boy, Mike, a.k.a. Mr. Truly Underrated on Instagram, a.k.a. Mr. Tru-Lee-Versal himself. We just back, you know what I mean? Back like we never left, coming through with another episode. Right now, it's going to get a little sticky, as you will.
No pun intended. Yeah, or all pun intended.
All pun intended. We mean, well, for the ladies anyway, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get sticky. I'm trying to get sticky with the blicky, make it real quickie, if you know what I mean. But nah, real shit. We on this shit talking about this whatever we want to feel today. First of all, I want to ask the fellas, how's your week? Checking with the mental health check. How's it going with you? How's it going with you?
Yes, sir.
How's it going with you?
Yes,
so
sir.
Who wants to kick this thing about this? How is it
Some
going?
money.
There you go.
Oh, you need
There
that paper?
Start
Straight like
Start
that.
out from the rip.
Straight like
You need
that.
some,
Facts.
you need some
Facts.
straight money? Man, we
Facts,
all
man.
need bread, man. We all need bread.
Yes, sir,
We all
man.
need to get paid.
Yes,
What about
sir.
you, Josh? How's your week been going?
It's been a long week. Been doing my dad thing this week, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Father of the Year type
Nice.
shit?
Nice.
Yeah, at least of the month. Give me something, you know what I mean? But I can't complain. I woke up this morning, so I'm straight.
That's a blessing, man. That's a
Nah,
blessing.
for real. But there's a lot of things that's been going on in the world right now.
Facts.
And first thing I got to talk about, our boy, Mr. White Racist himself,
Oh, man.
Mr. Trump.
We're going to jump right into it.
Triggity. We getting political. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Orange Man, Mr. What's his name? Get Rich or Die Trying, Mr. Many Men.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Many Men himself. Almost got taken out of here, man. So what y'all think about that? I mean, how did it look when y'all first saw it? Was y'all like, all right, I can't believe there was assassination on this life? Or was you more like, I'm not surprised? Coming from me, real talk, real spit, when I seen it, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't shocked.
First thing I said was like, damn, that nigga missed.
That's the thing. Yo, listen, it was way too fishy for me. It was way too fishy. I was just like,
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, ma. Come on. You sitting up there, was watching the whole time, and you missed, and only your ear got grazed. And that was just, it just wasn't adding up. And I'm skeptical of everything.
So am I.
now. You know, like, I'm questioning everything I see, you know, and I'm not just going to sit there and just take it, you know, with a pause. I'm not going to sit there and just, you know, sit there and ingest all this information and talk about, like, oh, this is what happened. You're supposed to just believe it. Okay.
Yeah, because you're definitely not going to sit there and take it.
I'm just going to sit there and believe that.
You might stand and take it, but you're not going to sit and take it. Pause.
Pause. Pause, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Nah, but when I seen it, I was like, all right. I looked at his ear and I was like, now, I ain't the smartest man in the world, and I don't know ballistics like that when it comes to gun residue and how actual bullets work when hit on impact. But wouldn't something like that take a piece of your ear off instead of just being grazed?
Well, we haven't seen his ear since, so we don't know what it's looking like.
I mean, we seen his ear enough to the point where we seen it was bleed. It don't look like a chunk was missing. It was like it was grazed. They saying it was glass now. That's one of the rumors.
On the Republican National Convention, they never showed that side of his face.
No.
I don't know if you peeped it.
He had the white patch on there.
Yeah. So I never really said. So I don't know if it's it don't like the still photo that we got, the still shot. Because he had to do his little Michael Jackson pose after he got shot, so he had to hold it with his hand up. Like,
listen, I used to watch wrestling back in the day, and those motherfuckers know how to put on a show. And this guy we talking about right now knows how to put on a show to draw in a crowd. Because they have to use tactics to get people behind them, to be like, oh, we got sympathy for him now because this man got shot. Yeah, right. Come on now. Like, America's a show right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a reality show.
Do you feel bad? Does anybody feel bad that this happened to him? Like, really, like, remorseful type? Because I care about people, and I don't want to give the wrong impression that I'm not sympathetic or empathetic to what happens. But I don't want nothing bad to happen to that man because karma is, reciprocal. It will come right back to me. So I don't want to put that kind of negativity out there. But at the same time, I swear when I heard it, I was playing Madden, and my wife was like, he got shot. And then I said, all right, let me look at the video. And I looked at the video, and then I picked up my sticks and went right back to the game. I was like, all right. Like, I'm not saying I didn't care, but I was just like, I think I would have had a better, I don't say better, I would have had a different reaction if it was Biden as opposed to him, because everything what you put out is what you get back in return. So a lot of his negativity and it's just his karma and stuff. Like, I'm not surprised that somebody would take an attempt on his life. I'm not shocked. That doesn't surprise me. But at the same time, I wasn't moved by it either. If that makes sense.
I feel you. I don't wish harm on nobody. I ain't asking for it, but I ain't quite care either. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to see him shot.
Me neither.
But if he gets shot, niggas die every day. You feel me?
I mean, like,
my pop taught me an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So vice versa, when we get shot all the time, they don't be giving a fuck. So why I supposed to be giving a fuck? Once again, I ain't wishing nothing.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
I mean, I mean, same thing. Like I was like, I really wasn't compelled to be moved by it. Like I said, I felt empathy for it, but I really wasn't like, all right, it was a regular, what he got shot? Was it Saturday? Was that a Sunday?
I don't even know which day it was, to be honest.
I think it was a weekend because I was off, but I think I was like, okay. Like, did you feel anything, bro, as far as the remorse?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't had no opinion about the thing. Like, I looked at, checked, he wasn't dead. Got back to Call of Duty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, facts.
I checked Google, see what was happening. Am I reading the hoax? He really got shot? Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie. The only opinion I did conjure up in my mind was Trump is arrogant.
Yeah.
He's very arrogant. So, like, this is like, it's just only fueling the fire. Like, luckily this don't record it, but like for real, like it's gonna be if Trump gets elected, it's gonna be a long 4 years because he got shot at. Like I don't know nobody that gets shot and still go like this. They gave him enough time to be like, still do this. That looked like it could have been staged, or that looked like if it wasn't staged, it's gonna be a bad job for an egotistical person like that. Like, they try to stop him. Everything like if a gunshot ain't gonna stop you, I ain't gonna lie. Whatever the Senate try to throw his way when he do election, it's about to be a bad job.
It's like he took one of those stars from Mario Brothers and got like extra power from it. Because now he's coming out to many men.
Right. Yeah,
Come on.
Did he really come out to that? That wasn't fake?
That wasn't fake?
No.
That was real?
Like that was a little bit real.
Yo, that's crazy.
See,
I ain't
Yeah, like just a little bit. Like just a little bit real. Like it was like kind of silently playing in the background.
But that's the thing. What are we really doing as a country anyway? Like, I mean, I still got to get up and go to work. I still got to pay bills. I still got to pay taxes, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's president or not, we still got to live our lives. So, I mean, for real,
you know,
I'm indifferent about it for real. Like that's how I feel about it.
You know,
So am I.
Sleepy Joe stepped down, right?
That's crazy.
So we was
That's
talking
crazy.
about it a little bit on the way over here, and Roe made some great points. But now that we have a black female in the race,
Hate you.
it might get a little dicey for your boy, for the orange man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, it'll be Trump versus Harris.
Right.
It's like a Super Bowl. Like,
That throws a monkey wrench into
it's like the
everything.
Chiefs versus
No,
the
it
Steelers.
doesn't.
But you know, facts. You know what's crazy though? But like, you got to think about it because it's really going to divide us even more because you got a black woman running against a racist white man. You know, so you know which side of the coin you fall on is going to divide everybody for real. You know, but like at the end of the day, you know, common sense would say, "Oh yeah, vote for the person that's going to you know, bring us together the most." But like at the same time, you know, you got to convince the people that wants things to be great again. Let's just say.
But I also say this is advantage Harris because it's not giving the Republican Party enough time to do their usual dirt of digging up information like they can, like the campaign slanders and digging into her policies. So it was kind of on a fly. So now they're going to have to scramble their because they had the Joe Biden playbook. So now they have to go switch gears a little bit and now prepare for her, and that might throw a little wrench in their plan. So it's going to be more of a slander campaign than more of a policy campaign to get her out of here. It's going to be more of a she's black, female rhetoric.
She gotta talk the talk now, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she gotta be prepared with the conversations, have all her facts down, and do all this the step by step process you got to do for to get nominated for it. Well, she already nominated, so she got to do her homework and do all that. So it's going to be a show.
That's what I'm saying.
But I might not want this, but I think Trump won't win, regardless. Whoever's going to be on.
I feel it like is she likable?
Yes.
From just a minority standpoint, or less like, because she's also going to have to get some of the Republican vote too.
She is.
Smash or pass?
Smash. Smash.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, she was. I didn't know. Like back in the day, she used to date Montel Williams, a talk show host. Real rap.
I didn't know that either.
Real rap. She came out on the red. Like I think he was at like a Hollywood premiere type thing for a show. Like I think it was like Access Hollywood. He came out with her and another girl on his arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she's definitely in the business.
She might have been one of them Freaknik videos. Yeah.
She was a Fatima.
She went to Howard.
Yeah. And I know it go down over there.
Listen, she was in the Mecca. All right, she was in the Mecca.
Yeah.
All right, not too much.
Somebody gonna pull.
She was in that Mecca.
Somebody going.
When you really think about it, right? Like most of Trump supporters at this point they just ride from off the strength, right? So like this is last election pretty much was one of those like for two presidential election now, all this been off the strength. It's not been about politics,
Right.
right?
Oh, but it never has been.
So for real, this message to blacks, whoever you are, women, like it should be up to strength because it's like the political stage is not about politics. It's about I tell y'all now, Kamala definitely not going Trump.
Right.
Like
Right.
there's no politics involved. It hasn't been politics in like about 8 years.
Yeah.
The last time really was about politics was when it was Obama.
Obama is the last time it was really about politics because the political, economically, we were just in a different space.
Yeah. So Obama has been president 8 years ago now.
Longer than that?
Right? Has it been?
We're getting to a point where
Because Trump did 4 and Biden did 4.
we're getting to a point where people are getting more educated on who really has power in this country. So we know that the president is really being represented as the front man. For real, like, okay, yes, the president has the power to sign things into law and stuff like that. Things can get vetoed and stuff like that. But like, for real, that's just the representative of this company. Let's just say, and that's how I view this. I view it as a business, of course, and we're just voting for the next CEO for 4 years. So I mean, it's just like, all right, I still gotta get up and go to work on Monday. You know, so whether the president is white, black, orange, brown, green, guess what? My bill's still gonna be saying they gonna be showing up as Williams. Like, hey, you still gotta pay me on the first.
Yeah.
You know,
But you gotta think of it too. Like, does this country even care about policies anymore?
Care about money.
Yeah, like do we focus on like I know we got like, you know, different economic and social things around the different communities that need to be addressed, but like Rose said, it's more of a popularity contest now. So does that reflect more on them, or does it reflect more on us as the American people that we don't act or stick to policy more, or hold our leaders to the fire when it comes to policy? Because Trump ain't speak on policy even the first 4 years he was in office, let alone now. He's not speaking. He got elected on building a wall, putting more money into your pocket, and sticking it to the so-called man. He didn't really talk about no policies at all. So that means that's a reflection on us. Do we care about policies?
I think more the question is, are we educated to even have a conversation about it? And that's where a lot of it comes into. Like, a lot of people don't even have an education to begin to have such a conversation about policies. A lot of people talk from a subjective point. It's not until you really educate yourself to understand how these policies work: economic policy, fiscal policy, defense policy, policy on international trade, stuff like that. So many different policies: tax policy, you feel me? Healthcare policy, you know, welfare policy. These policies, so many different policies.
Yeah,
it's deep. So you gotta like really like have people that can understand it and articulate it for the people and to the legislators.
Or we don't even really pay attention to our local office, like our local mayor, or who is our local official, who's our governor, city council members.
I can't even remember like who Philly mayor is right now. And I've been engaged in politics. I be trying to think like,
Who's the mayor of Philly?
Parker.
The last,
right?
Yeah.
And I just found out the other day the governor was Shapiro.
Oh yeah.
I'm still.
I'm engaged. That's how disconnected like I have been.
but it might not be because you're really truly disconnected. It might be because of the distractions that's in front of you. So it's hard to get connected to something that's so far away. You know
Man,
what
I'm
saying?
thinking it's Mayor Street still.
Yo, for real. Like, ever since, come on now.
Mayor Street, listen.
Ever since he got shouted out in Beanie Siegel shit.
Yeah, that made me get into politics.
You feel me? I was like,
Mayor
oh,
Street?
I'm with this politics. You know what I'm saying?
About to take over the streets of Philly.
Like,
So, I
shout out
wanna-
Beans.
Shout out Beans. Shout out State Property.
That's
Shout out the Chain Gang.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, just I wanted to get you guys' feelings on that because it was just really weird to me. Like I really didn't have I was emotionless, to be honest with you.
I think this ain't the first attempt.
You think so?
This is the first attempt we know about, most likely.
No. I think this is not going to be the last attempt. That's let me say it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's going to get wild out here in these streets. Like wild.
They try to smoke Trump in Trump country. That's one of the
Word,
reasons why I
a
think
Trumper.
it's aged. Like,
From what they say.
Pennsylvania,
Really?
Pennsylvania, the only Democratic part of Pennsylvania is Philadelphia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the only
That's a
Democratic.
good point. That's a good point.
You lose Philadelphia, you lose.
But it's crazy because if you win outskirts of Pennsylvania, but win Philadelphia democratically, they win. They hold the most popular vote. I say
Electoral votes.
electoral votes. So, I mean, did Pennsylvania give Trump the first time?
No.
Did he win Pennsylvania the first time?
Yeah. Oh, first time he won.
Yeah. Did he win Pennsylvania?
Yeah, first election he won, but the second time
Yeah, he lost. So I mean, and like you said, it was in Trump country. But my other question is too. We gotta touch on the Secret Service. Ain't no way
I know what you're about to
y'all ain't scout. They ain't scout this. Like that man.
They got them off a back page.
Yeah, but he shot him from the only building.
Right. You saw the video. The bull was like, "The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's somebody shooting."
Like nobody can see that.
Double take. Like he was like, "Oh shit!"
Like ain't that the part of their job to scout the whole days before?
That's what happened when you get your Secret Service from Tamu and shit.
Tamu.
That's what happened. So they from Tamu.
No, he got his Secret Service joint online. Right. Yeah, he got that shit from eBay.
He said she.
That's wild.
Right. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
So that comes so there's two questions you have to ask about that then. One, is it incompetence of the Secret Service? Or two, somebody inside job as far as want to get him out of here. It has to. Either one is bad.
I would say. Well, okay.
I think the mission was Trump's supposed to get smoked, and dude failed the assignment. That's what I think.
You think so?
All that going on, how you let all that happen, and then he ain't even get him.
And you die for nothing.
What if that was the start? What if that was the start to get people like, you know, when you shoot at a person, some people are going to automatically have compassion now, right? That stirs up the votes now.
Yeah, but that's
exactly what that's
everything you try to do. You know, it never touches them. It never really touches them. Apparently,
that's exactly what I thought from the rip though. Like I thought that people. It was going to get that reaction out of people like, oh, they tried to take him out of here. Yeah, we're going to get behind them even more. I know so many people that are like even more steadfast behind them because of this, because of that one event.
But logically, that don't make sense,
right? But are we going off of logic though? We're just going off of that emotion. They want to like draw on that emotion.
So you saying they wanted an assassination attempt to get the compassion to get him the votes?
Yeah,
it's a show,
right? I get that part, but how it happened logically, it don't make no sense. You don't take a headshot for an attempt. You can just pop in the air. You can do. You don't. That's risky.
And also, somebody died too.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Hold up. I want y'all to think about something really quick. We live in the 21st century. We live in a joint where you can make a video of somebody saying something that they never said. AI.
Right.
Technology is crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
As long as you got computers and cameras and audio clips involved, who knows? Those pictures could have been old in the actual event. Like, nobody could have seen the bullet with their naked eye. Like, quite frankly. Like, you never know. Like, I just say, like, you never really know. And I feel like it's so much going on. We hear about all the, like, when you really start to get into, like, what's going on in Russia, how politics is manipulated. We already know Trump's track record in manipulation. Like, we've like literally watched for 3 years now. We've watched court documents, or we've seen court documents. We watched interviews. We watched the actual court trials live on TV. Some of the stuff they said out of his mouth. The records brought forth, the things that plaintiffs have said about him, defendants have said about him. We got all this with our visual eyes in real time. Like, we can't. You telling me we really going to be like, damn, this really happened by accident? And we talk about the Secret Service. The Secret Service for years has been charged to protect the world's most important person. The Secret Service, the President of the United States. You telling me they let that one slip? This is the President. And Obama didn't get touched, but Trump did? For real? The Secret Service? This was staged. The Secret Service would never let that happen. Never.
First of all, I ain't think
on
about
American
that.
soil.
I ain't think about the whole Obama thing, because that would have been the first black president. You just think they had multiple attempts on his life.
Right.
The Secret Service never let Obama get. The closest somebody can get to Obama was sending a hate letter. That's the closest.
To that point right there, though, it seems staged to me because when I hear gunshots, I run. When they heard gunshots, they stayed. Everybody stayed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we from the hood.
But to be fair, like Brian just said, we from the hood, so we hear gunshots running. They from the country, so they think about maybe a deer. Is it game season? Are we hunting?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it wasn't one shot. It was like 5, 6, 7. And,
right.
And you see the footage, lady pulling out her phone, like it was a game.
And everybody has their different theory. I don't want to harp on the fact that it might have. I don't want to harp on the fact of being staged too much because someone did lose their life.
Real quick, any photos on the guy that lost his life?
Yeah.
You did see photos on him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I ain't see him yet.
At any point in which I would just feel like.
Now, I'm not saying anything can be fabricated. It can, but
what kind of photos you see?
Not him actually getting shot, but his wife has spoken on TV.
No, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about you seen his photos that the gunman did, It's obviously photos of the president.
No,
ducking
you
down.
mean
I'm
like the
talking
man
about
dead?
on the scene? Yes.
No, I don't
That's
think
what
so.
I'm getting.
I thought you meant like there's photos of him actually.
Oh yeah, you can have all that, but on the scene, I ain't never see him. If he had to get hit behind the president,
and everybody's camera phone is out too.
yeah, I never seen him on the ground.
I kind of just want to be.
None of that.
It's not adding up.
It just don't add up.
It's not.
We talk about, and we also talk about Trump. We talk about the dude with cheese. He's not your politician with money. He's like a billionaire. He's a businessman with money. He's not going. I'm pretty sure he's smart enough not to go somewhere where he don't have like an adequate protection. And he might be given the Secret Service, but I'm pretty sure his security, because of who he is sophisticated enough.
Absolutely.
Like he's not going to have no chump change. Just like and like one person, I think they said somebody tried to shoot. It was pretty much almost a point blank shot or something like that.
What?
Or they tried to shoot him from like close up. It wasn't like a distant shot.
What, the shooter?
Yeah, the shooter.
The shooter was.
They say it was about 100 yards.
It was 100 yards.
Yeah, which is fairly close for a sniper.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why I'm leaning more towards it either has to be incompetence or it has to be someone on the inside, because the way it was 100 yards and it was the only tall building really to be seen. Ain't no way Secret Service is not scoping that when he's on stage. He's on stage talking. Ain't no way Secret Service is not like.
The math ain't mathing at all.
And it wasn't like he got shot at night. He got shot at broad daylight.
Right.
So you mean to tell me Secret Service not watching that? That's why this whole thing is fishy to me. Like, once again, I want to be respectful to his family of the man that passed. Whether we believe it was staged or not, I still want to give that grievance of someone lost their life. So I don't want to be insensitive to that. But at the same time, it's just the math ain't mathing
At all. Yeah.
But also,
You watch a person lie so many times, bro. It's to be in your face that you tell it.
And then my
the
man
crime
came
work
up
thing.
like, "We are family,"
you feel me?
with the hand up.
But also, we know Trump ain't stupid though.
No.
So let's think of this. So we know he ain't stupid. So let's say this was it had to be fake, because if you seen what the Secret Service did, basically nothing. How you got your hand rose? Then you would be paranoid if you was Trump. If this was real, Secret Service did nothing to save your life how they supposed to.
And then my man did
and
the
he's
mic.
not paranoid.
And then
Nobody dropped to the ground.
no, nobody fell.
Any regular person be paranoid.
And then did the Michael Jackson, "Can you feel it?"
And that gotta be
At
fake.
the end.
Perfect photo op right
If
there.
it was real, you'd be scared for your life.
And then Secret Service let him do the pose.
Right,
Ain't
exactly.
you supposed to be rushed out of there?
There was a video.
They let my man be like,
There was a video
for like
that
2 minutes.
that showed Secret Service talking to one of the photographers that pointed them over there. They was like,
Yeah,
go
and
over
then
there.
moved them out the way real fast
Yeah,
before the
go
shots.
over there. You know,
Look at the footage of Ronald Reagan when he got shot, and see how that ordeal sits.
hold on, but wasn't Ronald Reagan like, that man came right close point blank range, right? Didn't he walk
Right,
around?
look how the Secret Service acted. That's how you act in real time.
Yeah.
Look at that and then compare it to what you seen.
That man walked up on.
Yeah.
The U.S. is what we say a lot of things about the U.S. It's a civilization of highly intelligent people.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Now-
absolutely.
And if you notice, ever since that happened, they stopped letting him the president walk through the crowd once that happened. You can't even get too close to him like that.
He got too comfortable. He came to Philly hanging out with gangbangers. He came to Philly hanging out with gangbangers, thinking that like OT7 Quantity, he was one of them. And it was like,
Man, listen, this shit. Listen, I can't wait to see season 2025. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this is season
That's what I
2025 of
said.
the real world, because ain't no
Yeah.
freaking way, no fucking way that this makes any sense.
Right.
And to get we're not even, the whole nation is not even talking about his policies or his, what's that thing he came up with, what is it called?
The Project 25.
Yes, Project 25.
Yeah.
That's swept under the rug now because of the assassination attempt.
Of course.
Did y'all read Project 25 a little bit? Of what he wants to change stuff
crazy.
back to?
It's a lot of craziness in there, but
I mean, he already overturned Roe versus Wade, so now he's trying to go back to the 1800s, where we, as far as just a nation of minorities, don't even exist or don't have a voice.
King Trump, he trying to run the whole country and just change the policies, and
Exactly.
I mean, the policy's bullshit.
We had a
Most
point
of it.
where you could literally get convicted
Make
and
America
still
great
run
again.
for president, but you could get convicted but can't vote. Make it make
How
sense.
is that? I thought you couldn't be president once you
Come on
have
now.
that's a scarlet letter on your jacket. You can run for president.
You could get impeached and still go back and run for the
that's
same
true.
position. You could get fired from your job and still apply and get put in the position to get rehired.
When you get a certain type of
play
status and
devil's
power.
advocate?
All right, so what's your devil
You
advocate,
know,
bro?
'cause I think it's always good when you got one person that thinks different.
Okay.
I'm just playing devil's advocate just for the fun.
And
I agree with you.
it's needed. It's needed. It's needed.
do it.
It's
But
needed.
imagine you like as a group of people, a civilization, you're the head of the world's strongest civilization right now, right? And for whatever reason, the leader of the country is convicted during his presidency. That's also a display of weaknesses to other countries, right? So you ask yourself, do you really want to convict him and display weakness to other superpowers?
You have a point.
During important economic times, see, the politics, they care a lot about money. They're always watching where the economy is, where the S&P 500 is at, and what decisions is going to affect if the markets come down, markets go up. Country going to be, you said as a corporation earlier, right? What's going to cause the balance sheet to go up or the balance sheet to go down? Right now, U.S. is over the last 11 years been in a severe deficit. So you got to really be careful. Do you really want to like bring that type of attention?
Yeah.
Like, damn, that on the whole world stage, that the U.S. president, the strongest country in the world's president, just got sent to jail. They weak. That's attracting Russia to warfare. That's how some of the largest civilizations in history have collapsed. Rome fell that way. The Ottoman Empire fell that way. Vietnam, even though they wasn't a large, not Vietnam, Korea, even though they wasn't a large superpower at the time, they also began to stumble that way, right? Because when it got rocky for the head of state, it went down. So you really don't want to do that. It sounds a little effed up. But you gotta ask yourself, do you want to display that weakness on the world stage when you in the U.S.? We was just a small spot, a small country like Cuba, maybe South America, maybe it wouldn't matter. But like all countries around the world, it depends on the U.S. dollar. For still right now, we don't know what the future might hold. But for right now, we the reason why the U.S. or the world's currency continues to circulate the way it does.
Go ahead, bro. This is a scholar, boy.
You really gotta ask yourself, you really want to show the world that we will are we gonna ride for our president? If we like him or not, we'll deal with that other stuff later. Right? It's like your family. Like, let's say, for instance, we a family. We got our dad just left or whatever. Right? We know our dad be beating up on our mom, but we ain't about to let nobody else come at our dad like that. Right. If you're an outsider,
you handle that later.
That's
we
interesting.
handle that
That's
at
interesting.
home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we don't put it on display that we got that problem. You know what I'm saying? And the U.S. just as a leader in the world, to this day, like, we don't know what the future, we might be like, Social Security not going to be here. We might be like, all these things. But today, the U.S. is still the strongest country in the world in terms of money and military power and business.
So who you think? Do you think Trump is causing that type of chaos?
Definitely causing that type of chaos.
I don't think so. I mean, I see what you're saying, but
What you mean by causing that chaos, though?
Yeah, elaborate.
Elaborate on that.
I must say I'm not a Trump fan,
Okay.
and I'm not voting for Trump. Never voted for Trump.
No,
I'm saying
we need different points of view.
I got you. So the chaos you're talking about, where you just named a different, like, let's go to Putin dude, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the leaders of Cuba, I don't know his name, but a lot of them people don't bang with their prime ministers
Castro?
and leaders. And Castro.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But they still been reigning champ for years on years on years. So even we know that they come to our country and be like, yeah, I couldn't deal with the stuff in Cuba. I couldn't deal with the stuff in Russia. But that didn't change what's going on in those countries.
But you don't think that Putin wants another term with Trump in there? Because wasn't it kind of like was it founded that it was kind of
He wants Trump in there.
yeah, he's always wanted Trump in there.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying all that to say Trump ain't really running it the way you think he's running.
He's not. Putin was the puppet because the last time we found out that Russia had a little hand in our first election the first time.
But that's the way when you look at the way.
So Trump he's not smart enough to do all this.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not.
He might be a bad guy.
Yeah. So there's people behind him are smart enough, and he's being used. Trump is nothing but the face of it. He's the puppet.
Right. But to go again, if he almost got assassinated, whether it's staged or not, well, if it's staged, then I guess I get some leeway. But if it's not staged, then even the people behind Trump or the powers that be, they not for Trump either. To be honest, I don't think the real power people are for Trump or Biden.
So then that's what I'm saying. So then we're looking at it in a different angle, because it might not be. Let's just I'm tossing out scenarios and conspiracy theories.
I like that too.
So then again, it might be, could the Democratic Party have something to do with it as far as
What,
trying to get
No, I would say it's two sides of the same coin, though. You know, we have the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, but like whoever was quote unquote trying to take them out of here, they were probably ordered to do so by somebody else. I would say that, you know, in terms of.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is it somebody? Because I don't think it's anybody in his camp, because I think they need him to be president. I'm thinking it's either a mole in the Secret Service or the Democratic Party has a hand in it.
Maybe even the Republican Party.
I feel you.
Politics is juicy. Like,
but
it's juicy.
it's deeper than all of that, for real. Because check it out. Everybody is caught up on Biden and Trump right now, and I get it, duh.
Distraction.
But it's way, way deeper than that.
It is.
I give you some logic facts. How long they about to be alive? Answer is not long. So the point is,
I don't think Biden has 4 more years left at all.
Just life. You don't live to be 300 years old. They both will be dead very soon because of life. That's how life works. Yeah. So all this energy.
I ain't gonna lie, Trump don't give a fuck about nothing.
I get it though. I get it though.
He ain't got no fix right now, dog.
Check me out.
He ain't got no fix right now.
I'm talking about the power that Trump and
He
Biden
gives no
have.
fucks.
Right.
True. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the power that Trump and Biden have or can have. You can't have nothing when you're dead. And both of them, sadly, if you think it's sad, they'll be dead within the next 5 years or less, most likely.
And that's why don't get it twisted, I don't think Biden peacefully stepped down either. He ain't stepped down without a fight.
But the powers that, the scary part is not Biden and Trump. The scary part is when the old age get to them, Alzheimer's or just death. Now what? That's the scary part. Because everybody thinking, after Trump and Biden is going, because it's like, man, that's been tough the last 8 years. We're going to be straight. You think so?
Who's the Republican nominee for vice president? I forget. Who did he pick?
He a young boy. He 39. He a young boy.
Do we
He's a Marine.
Is he well known, or is he?
He about to be.
He about to be known. Yeah, that's a good point.
Is he like a congressman or something? Or
Senator. He used to be Democratic at one point, like at the beginning of Trump's first presidency. He was an anti-Trump.
So he switched.
Yeah, he switched.
And Trump picked him?
Yeah, but more weird stuff though. Trump go down, you got a vice president you don't even know of, and he leading the world, right? So this is more of the weird stuff in these politics that is, you ain't vote for that.
Yo, this is the episode of The Simpsons, yo.
You feel me?
Real I said that about Kamala Harris when she first got elected. I'm like, yo, we just put Joe in the office. I'm like, Joe gonna get smoked while in office. They're gonna be forced to put Kamala Harris
right.
And now look where we at.
We gonna have Joe like Boys in the Hood.
I would say this though.
You gonna see people like Kamala Harris gonna have like Michelle Obama as a running mate.
Yo, facts. That'd be crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, but they debunked that because I don't think Michelle wants to do politics.
Nah, she's out of it. I think that I have a theory. If Harris gets elected, you know, I think that's when America will be tried because we have a woman as a leader, you know, and it's been known throughout history, anybody who was a woman and was a leader of their nation, you know, they've been tried, you know, like they're going to test her to see how she reacts in this situation, what she's going to do. Okay, boom, you're tested right there. Okay, how you going to react? You going to go to war over it, or you going to sit there, you know, go about the policies?
They not going
to protect our black women.
Yeah, I'm saying
get that. I understand.
Because now you in shaky waters.
I get that. But, you know what I'm saying?
Flag on the plate.
When Trump get in the office, that narrative definitely get to Trump belong to us. Everybody, hearing what they say, they ride for this. We got ride for us. And that's how long we keep in the hood. We gonna keep that on. We gonna keep that on cap.
I mean,
I'm with the what you talking about.
Right.
But in reality,
let's keep it a buck here.
In reality, niggas ain't protecting nobody.
Absolutely.
Niggas ain't protecting nobody in the hood for real.
Niggas ain't protecting nobody.
At all.
Somebody smack the shit out of Kamala. Somebody go up on stage, smack the shit out of Kamala. All niggas gonna do is talk about it the next day. That's all that's gonna happen, dog.
Let's think about it though, right? When you look at everything that's happening in Trump, like you said, is a show, it's a TV show right now, right? This is entertainment for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Right? But
It's the real world.
It's very sad times for black people. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad times in politics, right? Because for the fact that we are overturning advancements in our black, and that there were 4 blacks and 4 other like minorities and ethnic groups, right? That was as a result of black advancement. A lot of these things are getting challenged and turned around and all that now. Like, you feel me? And we laughing and joke about it, but like, none of this stuff that's going on is really cool. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, none of this is cool. Like, and we gotta like. And at the end of the day, like, if we as blacks, when we continue to show that we not gonna stand behind like our people when they get into those important positions, like, you feel me? We're gonna constantly get tested as a group of people anyway.
So that begs the question then, like, are we voting for Kamala Harris because she's black? Are we voting for her because she's a woman? Or are we voting for her because we agree with her policies that is going to incorporate minorities? Because all they do, which I've been disappointed with the Democratic Party for the past, even with Obama, I don't want to put too much on him because, his hands was tied with the Senate. Like, everything he tried to pass, they didn't want to do. He's pretty much I hate the word lame duck president, but it's pretty much his hands was the only thing he really got done was that universal health care. Everything else they fought him to the end on. Yeah. So with her, do she have any policies that kind of benefit us? And if she does, you know how they talk a good game. Once she get elected, will she enforce the policies that she has?
When she got elected, because when Sherelle Parker got to Philly, she definitely did some nuttiness.
Well, what they're gonna do is they wanted to utilize the black vote for real. The best way that they could do it was get Harris to take over, because really for real, the niggas ain't really give a fuck about Biden or Trump. No. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you thought Obama,
I'm talking about like in terms of how they was the first time around. This time it's like, who we voting for real. We got, but now they done, like I said, they done switched it up. All right, now Harris is on the ticket now. What's up?
Because if you think they fought Obama's policies when he was in there.
That's why I said it's no longer about policies no more. It might be called politics, but it's not regarding policy.
Because say what you want about Trump.
A lot of people can't even articulate the policies.
No.
You feel me? They can't even tell you what was before Obamacare got passed. Not a damn black person could articulate Obamacare. Only policy that people can articulate when it comes to elections is what's happening with student loans. Right? Oh, yeah. Biden said something about student loans.
That was it.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So the policies that people can articulate have a lot to do with most applicable to them. You feel me? And it's no longer about.
But I agree with you, because if you're focused on policies now in this presidential election, you didn't care about policy to begin with. You didn't care about your local congressman, your local governor, your local senate. None of that.
You feel me? Because you didn't, man.
But nah,
say it with your chest, bro.
No, but like when you, for real, when you think about it, like you feel me? Like, in order for politics to work, you gotta have policies, and in order for you to push policy, you gotta have some money. Black people getting money, well, we ain't got it. Like, economically, we just not there as a group of people.
We don't have generational wealth
to care that much about policies, right? Because we're a smart group of people. We can write down policies that we want to have passed, but at the end of the day, part of the political game is how much money you got, right? How much capital you got in this capitalistic society, right? How much leverage you got, right? We got the policy like mindset, but we ain't got the economic side of it down.
You're right.
You feel me? So we should not be like, oh yeah, do we care about Kamala's policy? Absolutely not. We don't care about her policy. Let's get her there. You feel me? We'll figure out everything else, because we know for sure, damn sure, the other folks that might take that seat probably ain't gonna have our best interest.
Truth be told, we ain't care about Obama policy either. We just want to get a black man in there, to be honest.
And the good thing about the executive seat is that policies are just not passed. Like, the president still got to sign off on them. right? Without that her being in that seat, whoever's there could just be signing off on stuff that is gonna hurt us, like low key, like right after Obama left office.
Because right now we don't have the Supreme Court justices. We have to fight that battle. But if the Supreme Court judges, we got to fight that battle, and then the House and the Senate. Like, do we even have the majority vote?
You gotta have the majority vote.
Do we even have that now? Or no.
No, not right now.
They're gonna fight her tooth and nail, bro.
So let me ask y'all a question, right? Trajectory wise, where do y'all see us in 4 years? 4 years, the next 4 years. Where do y'all see everything as a whole, as a country?
Lost some more jobs. I don't see with AI technology. And have you walked inside? Let's talk about this real quick. Have you walked inside of a Target lately? Because I went to Target today to buy an SD card for this podcast.
I was at Target yesterday.
It was like I went like maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. You had one lady at the register and 5 self checkouts.
Well, yeah, that's the way they doing things.
So you think this trend is going to stop? No, it's going to continue with the minimum wage increasing, because I agree with minimum wage being increased.
Right.
We need the money for economically and for our socially. We need that kind of bread. Companies are like, hold on. If I can reduce my cost in wages by doing technology of self checkout, and then they got the AI robots of like the loading docks and computerized trucks, getting rid of the trucking industry in a lot of ways, we're going to lose more jobs in the upcoming future.
I'm going to say something real quick that might be controversial. So, the way the world is going, I think certain people like to see certain. I'm going to talk about black people. Fuck that. I think black people like to see a certain thing in office because it makes them feel comfortable. And then you get comfortable, and then certain shit slide underneath your nose, and it's going to bite you in the end. So you saying the stuff about the self-checkout, all that stuff going on and blah, 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 which is not helping us.
No.
Because you need certain jobs to, money to pay for this and that. But we worrying about Biden and Kamala and Trump and all that, and I get that part. But we not worrying about the true stuff we need to worry about. Because if Kamala get in there or some new black guy come, everybody go, hey, blow for the black guy. And I get it. I'm going to be like, all right, cool. Now he in there. Now we back. All right, let's chill. And the next thing you know, all the lines is self-checkout now.
Because I think we did that back in 2008 when Obama got in. We were so happy that we had a black president.
And niggas wasn't doing nothing.
And
we
after
was just
that, we
making rap songs. And I get it. Because I was listening to him.
Because we're like, we won.
But
that was it.
You comfortable now because like, oh, he black. Right.
And then getting mad at the man because he's not changing the policy. My man had his hands tied behind his back. If you paid attention and knew how policy worked, you knew that he didn't have a dog in that fight.
Right.
Because we didn't have the Senate at the time. Right. I think we finally got it towards the end towards the end of his second term. But by that time, it was too late because people don't understand how bills and laws are made. It takes years.
It's it takes time. Well,
yes.
You gotta pass it through different chambers of the House. Like, in order for something to really work out, for it not to be problem, you gotta have like a Democratic Congress and a Democratic House of Representatives. Like, you gotta have that stuff in place. Like, and then, like, the problem with the Dems is, right? A lot of people really even talk about it. The Democrats and the Republicans are both divided within their own houses, right? Because you got the old heads, right, that still think politics should be played out a certain way, right? Old Democrats are like, hey, yo, this is the way we used to always do stuff.
Gen Z versus millennials.
Right? They trying to save face.
You got these new Gen Z Democrats that's coming in, or you got the little like, same thing for the Republicans, and it's just like, there's a lot of division, and people like Trump capitalize on that division. They know they can get their agenda passed if they divide, because when there's unity, right, it ain't none of that.
Nope.
So it's like, that's why part of the politics game is the riding part. And I feel like a lot of cultures got that from watching us, right? Watch how we learn how to stick together. And I feel like this political stage for the United States as a whole, moving forward, is going to be highly determined how well people stick together.
We're no longer going to be recognized as a superpower anymore.
I don't know.
How long though? How long?
I don't want to say it's. I don't want to say it's imminent in the near future. But I'm thinking the way our policies is, the way our politics is going, the way we're economically structured right now. I mean, everything is upside down as far as price and everything like that. So we're pricing there's no middle class anymore. It's either you got it or you don't. So then you got other powers like Putin. We're talking about in the car, like China. Other countries are now being like, all right, we're at our weakest right now. I think we're at our weakest right now where they can capitalize. Like, all right, let them fight. They're not paying attention real quick. They're fighting. It's like you fighting with your family in your house, and people on the outside are like, yeah, let them crumble within. And while they fighting each other, let's come to the back door. No one's watching the house. The security systems are down. No one's watching the house because they're infighting right now. So let's come through the back door. And we're not even talking about the stuff like Ukraine and stuff. Ain't they
still at war with Russia?
Still.
I think before I say this, before the U.S., we don't know the future, right? But if the U.S. fall, the U.S. not going to fall until after the next World War. That's what
I think another World War is coming.
Like I feel like the U.S. is not going to fall until they're drawn into a global world war. You can't be like, oh, there's not going to be another world war because U.S. controls. Like U.S. goes into war, so many other powers go into war,
and they have to.
You feel me? Like, see,
they
the
have
thing
to.
is, it's not easy for the U.S. to fall, right? Because one of the things, like when you look at the last 150 years, right? The main difference is there's a lot of treaties and legal documents in place that were to last and agreements, right? And people that don't follow those agreements, they go into war, right? The U.S. wrote a lot of treaties and put a lot of allies in place, like to have not only just military advantage, but economic advantage. And that's what's going to make it really, really hard for the U.S. to just fall. It's not going to just be that easy. And right? Like, we learned from, like, when you look at, like, the U.S. economy, the U.S. sovereignty as a whole is a mirror reflection or a prototype of what the Roman Empire was, right?
Absolutely.
That type of strong, right? They take all of the Roman Empire strengths and have learned from all of their weaknesses, right? And when you look at the religious side of things, the Catholic Church, right? The U.S. is very indoctrinated in the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church is also a very strong empire that we don't also talk about because we don't look at it like a country. We just look at it as a arm of religion.
Exactly.
Right? But they're interwoven. Like our system is very, very complicated. So it's complicated so we don't ever fall. Right? That's what the framers were thinking about when they came up with the idea of the United States.
Well, maybe not fall, because maybe fall is like a strong statement. Maybe no longer the world leader is considered being a superpower like that. Like maybe we're like, all right, instead of we number one, we might be number 2 and 3.
In order for that to happen, the entire capitalism structure
has to change
as a whole.
But they're trying to change that now.
We get
right?
to the point where division though is going to happen more and more though, because like you said, we got the upper class, we got the lower class, and it's being divided because of technology too though, because jobs are being obsolete now because AI is taking over. Yeah. So it's going to get to the point where either you know how to do something for somebody or you don't. And it's like once you don't know how to do it, you're just stuck with the lower class people. You're going to be asked out for real. So, then you're going to be dependent upon your representative or the person who's representing your respective person. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it gets really tricky, for like within the next 4 to 8 to even 10 years probably.
Like real talk, I'm scared.
Yeah, no facts. I am too.
It's about to get real goofy up
like,
here.
seriously.
It's about to get real goofy for us.
Like, yo, I ain't even trying to go back on the past of slavery or anything close to that. Like, I be talking a good game, but I ain't trying. I'm nothing.
Like, I'm worried for real. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I'm worried.
Here's the thing, though. Since we are a superpower, we might not be seen as what we used to be 20, 40, 50 years ago. But if the U.S. go down, the world go down.
The world go down.
You know what I'm saying? That's why
I agree.
We so much of a superpower, even though we're much weakened, and the superpower thing is more of the only thing we weaken is the dollar thing. That's the only thing we weaken. That's it.
And low-key, that's still a strength.
Our infrastructure is trash too. Let's keep it a beam.
What infrastructure?
No, we still got
As far as infrastructure
though.
with like
What infrastructure?
We still got infrastructure. Come on. We can't sit there and say like I've been to certain other countries. Other countries is we still way like we got a lot more than.
U.S. is still that.
No. I'm not saying it's bad, but like we haven't really like updated our bridges, updated a lot of our technology.
Have you ever drove in another country? Like, it's still an easy place.
Yeah, like, you can...
I was in Puerto Rico driving, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I've never drove in a place that's, like, easy to drive in.
Oh,
like,
man.
the United States, on the worst road.
I agree with that. I was in St. Lucia. We was on a bus.
Bro.
We was driving on the side of a cliff. And, like, this motherfucker had to go next to another bus and, like kind of make almost a U-turn to go to the other side. That shit was crazy.
Even with our not updated infrastructure, we're still far ahead of everybody. Not everybody else, but
we just got used to. See, I think a lot of
not China's infrastructure. They're all right.
Yeah, their infrastructure is better than ours. I would say that.
Because they builders.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing: they not only spread the wealth, they spread the knowledge. In the United States, we don't like to spread like.
And we export our technology and jobs.
Have you ever been to the UK, in London? Mm-mm. You gotta go to London, yo. I'm trying to tell you, like, it makes you realize, like, damn, all right, I see where our economy and civilization comes from, but Londoners are definitely doing it, like right. You be like, damn, all right, cool. Like, you know, stuff is still a little different and weird over there. Like the way they drive over there, they drive like you really might die. That's why I say that when you want to talk about like infrastructure and driving, like. Like, the only place I ever felt safe being on the road is in the United States. Like, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie.
He's down for that.
Speaking of that, though, how's the culture over there, though? Like, tell us about the culture in London.
One thing, first of all, everybody, and that's why I feel like the people in a place make the country, right? So we always talk shit about the United States, but we never address the behavior problems like that have continued to conspire. We never really fully addressed over the years. Like, people in London, like, niggas, like, you're not gonna see a bunch of people wearing Yeezys and Nikes, even though those are American-made sneakers, right? Everybody got their own style. Everybody got their own swag. The one person not trying to be like the next person. Like, when you go to New York, you'll see like 100 people that all got similar legs. Come to Philly, you're gonna see niggas in white tees, Adidas sweats, jeans, butters, right? We always mirror the next person. Or in the UK, you don't see that. The next man not trying to be like the next man. So there is a degree of individuality. People stay in their own lane. You feel me? They also the culture a little bit. People don't say excuse me, and like they accidentally bump you, they sit on top of you. They're not well mannered. You feel me? Make you realize, damn, like why are we so well mannered here? Well, one, if you black and you well mannered, a lot of times probably passed down from slavery. You had to be well mannered.
We're in Philadelphia most of the time. Where are they well mannered?
Yeah.
Like, people will bump into you.
They keep it going.
Keep it pushing. Dang.
Like, you're like, oh, really? It's like, literally.
They said, fuck out of here, little ass nigga.
Well, not start a fight out there. They're not even tripping about it. And it'll make you really scratch your head like,
damn.
Like, niggas are staring dead in your face for no reason. Like, there's no racist shit. There's no illness shit. They just.
What you looking at, fam?
We're family, fam.
The moment you guys say good morning, they personalities right up. Hey, how you doing? Oh, what? I'm about to spank the shit out of you. Like that, but like, so, like, oh, London's a cool spot.
Nice. Was it like a culture shock though? Like just seeing how, like I guess you touched on it a little bit. Like just how different, the women are, different the men are. They're like how different, just how people interact with each other. Like you said,
yeah, for sure. It definitely was a culture shock. People, you can see a lot of like why our customs are very similar. Because at the end of the day, like you in the United States, we had to fight Britain for our own.
Yeah, that's our mother in a way.
That's our big daddy.
Hey yo.
He said, hey yo.
Hey yo. How Cam said, he said, hey yo.
No, but yeah, like so you see a lot of similarities, like what makes the United States where we got things from them. But you also see like the biggest thing, my biggest takeaway was they hold themselves in the United Kingdom to a slightly higher standard than we hold ourselves. You feel me? Which is also a reflection of their economic system, right? Which is a reflection of their political system. Yeah, it's corruption. every political system you go to, that's part of like the nature of politics. Is going to be some degree of corruption. However, like they do hold themselves to a slightly higher standard, and nobody's really worried about being like the next person. If you're poor, you're probably worried about getting some money, but you're not worried about, like, oh yeah, you know, I need the next J's. You probably got, like, I seen people walking down the street with some bogos on, and they was walking prouder than the motherfucker. Like, you couldn't tell them nothing. And that was like a regular occurrence. You see some nigga in the middle of the winter time with like pink ball shorts and a long leather coat, proud than the motherfucker.
I just think in the States, our priorities are all wrong. Yeah. But I'm kind of glad that, just us four being, first of all, minorities, second of all, men, are able to come together in a way and just have a conversation like this, because whether you're well versed in politics or whether you're trying to get into politics or whether you just want to know where this country is headed, conversations like this is needed. Because to be honest with you, like I just said, I'm worried about, and not just for myself, because our life expectancy we're closer to the end than the beginning of our life. I'm not trying to be cryptic here, but let's keep it a buck.
We're closer to the end.
All of us.
Listen, I'm today years old, man.
We're closer to 60 than we're closer to 10 or 5. You know what I mean? Like we don't age backwards. My point is, like, we can't worry about what's our time is near. I'm just worried about, man, like, by the time we're 80, are we going to have a remembrance of this type of America, or is it going to be somewhere where, like, we don't recognize it at all?
It's going to be totally different.
It's going to be totally
different.
different.
The way to life, though.
Yeah.
Life.
It's not supposed to look the same.
Yeah, think of your parents or grandparents when they was
80 years ago.
Maybe your parents or grandparents.
No, even grandparents.
When they was our age, they seen JFK get his head blown off.
And slavery is not that far. People think it's like that far ago.
But we better, you can say we better now than 1960.
Yeah.
2 years later, Malcolm X got shot a bunch of times. 3 years later, Martin Luther King got shot. Imagine what they was going through. 3 significant people of the country dead within 5 years. And then you still got the civil rights going on. That had to be a crazy ass time.
Because we don't know the struggle.
Life still goes on, you know what I'm saying? And back then, they was 20 years before that, they was dropping nuclear bombs in the 40s. So if they can get through all that, I know
with political propaganda too.
All type.
The whole essence of the nuclear bomb.
You know what's crazy? Throughout all of those times, we all found a way to still make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all still found a way to have.
And they say the 70s was, a chill age. Everybody smoking weed and just the chill age.
No, they was doing more than smoking weed.
They was doing acid.
They was freebasing. They was doing all that. They was like, yo, come take this
all the
Quaalude.
wars had just ended. Everybody was chilling, and then what happens? 80s come crack and all that. Then it all.
No, because I agree with you. The evolution of just technology and just mankind in general, there's always going to be pros and cons, but I just don't see it getting. I think we have to go through a little bit of a dark age to.
Oh yeah, it's like
it's scary. Those are scary hours.
COVID was scary. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think that was the darkest point yet.
No, I don't think so either.
As scary as that time was, I don't think that was the darkest. That was a sickness type thing. What about like martial law type shit and all that type?
The darkest time is going to be when somebody let off a nuclear bomb. Because that's probably the most
on American soil.
On American soil.
I mean, again?
No. Not even just on
somebody let off a nuclear bomb again. You mean?
Because it happened before.
Yeah, that's gonna be the darkest time ever. Because like now we know I want you to think about something. Like we don't realize it, but nuclear power is around us all the time.
Absolutely.
Like, you could be riding down the nearest power plant and there's nuclear power near you. Like it's like 2 nuclear plants.
Right.
I can
already. So if somebody drop off a nuclear bomb, whoever drops it, it's going to make it very, very comfortable for the next power. Like, it don't even got to be U.S. that drops off the first nuclear bomb. It could be China drop off a nuclear bomb. Somebody lets off a nuclear bomb, it's about to be a nuclear fire show.
Well, yeah, that's the only way you can fight.
To that point
that's
right there,
fight back.
If somebody lets one off, right, they know that's going to fuck up everything.
So I just want to keep on referring.
Everything is changing at that
point.
That's
how I keep referring.
You know what I'm saying?
Again. If somebody lets one off again.
Again, absolutely.
We're not going to let
because that changed everything at that point. That changed everything, though.
That was a chill bomb.
Man, listen.
Think about what we know about nuclear bombs now. That was the first job.
Right.
Yeah,
How big was that again?
But they got to be prepared for retaliation if they do let
No,
one
I mean,
off.
but that wasn't on American soil, right?
No, it was
I mean,
that was in Japan.
So I'm talking about
Hiroshima
like,
and Nagasaki.
yeah, exactly. Can you imagine something hitting like a New York or Chicago
But they
or
believe
Philly?
that the next nuclear, based off of the nuclear bombs that the United States and Russia have alone, you're not even worried about these. Just those two countries have alone could wipe out the entire world.
Right.
Like one bomb. Like, and we got, like, the crazy thing is
A bomb that can wipe out the world.
wipe out the entire hemisphere. Excuse me, the whole entire hemisphere. One nuclear bomb. Now I want you to think about something. There's nuclear warheads on all of these submarines that are in the ocean.
Absolutely.
It only takes one to wipe out a hemisphere. And they got
I
several.
don't know about that data. I don't know.
But
what I'm
that's the thing.
I was just watching the joint on YouTube that was talking about these nukes. Like, that's something like.
Now,
Why they don't educate you on nuclear
You went down the YouTube rabbit hole.
Now let me say this though: would it be smart to let one off in one of these countries?
Pause.
Yeah, pause. That's pause like a motherfucker. Would it be smart to let a bomb off in one of these countries, right, and fuck up the whole flow of the economy?
He said,
Because what if you got goods going inside and out, going inside and out of this country? What if you got like currency and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
The country that does it don't give a fuck about all that.
Well, I get that.
Fact.
But if you looking to do business though, okay, but we talk about, right? You know what I'm saying? But we talk about one of these superpowers though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they got a currency, they got an economy in these other countries and shit like that.
This nigga got Mexicans living in Somalia. That was a Mexican accent.
He said, "Ba ba ba." Early Manuel.
Right. Oh shit, man.
It would be smart for real, because like you think about a super, like when you like depending on how you see the United States. Like I see the United States as one of the strongest empires that has ever existed in the modern age. Right? When you look at like I look at three things: the economy, the political state, the political power, and the military power. Right? On those three spectrum, it's very hard to beat the United States.
Correct.
China can beat the United States.
Correct.
But on the military side, right? And probably not as much, because when you look at U.S. technology, the technology that the U.S. got, like, we got to really get a crazy disadvantage. Russia's the same way, right? That's the reason why they keep coming up in the conversation, because these places got a lot of land, with a strong political system, and strong business systems. So it's going to really, for real, come down to, like, who can be, who's, like, those three areas can be destabilized first. Like, I think that's where, me personally, that's where I think.
So y'all think it's crazy now. Wait till we start fighting over Mars. Wait till we start fighting over land on the moon.
I hope I'm not even here, man. I ain't gonna lie. We got a lot of to get played out. Like, yo, I'm pretty sure the next life is a little bit better. Like,
wait till the aliens come down this joint. Like, yo, what's up? Like,
Remember
what
when we
y'all
was
been doing?
kids and they was like, "All right, man, Area 51 is a lie.
real John.
Don't worry about no aliens. There's no such thing as UFOs." And then, blatantly, a couple years ago, I would say around 2018, UFOs is real. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
And no one. Can you imagine if we found that information out when we was kids? How crazy the reaction would have been. 2018, UFOs real. Okay, on to the next news cycle. Yep. I'm like, y'all just told us our whole lives that this shit is not real. And now there's evidence to support that there is.
It was just like last year. They talking about like niggas saw real UFOs in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right. Yo, they like niggas in a relationship. They like you been cheating. That nigga, I've been told you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been told you.
So how long did?
Right, you know what I'm saying? I thought you been through.
UFO came right now with sense.
But how long did that last in the news cycle? Like 2 seconds?
2 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
I said, hold on, wait a minute. I said, first of all, why they in Cleveland?
Yo, they gonna get to the point where everything is so blatant. They gonna be like, yo, they been here. You ain't know the lizard people been here. They gonna talk about the motherfucking aliens been here.
That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta be really vigilant.
So what else is our country lying to us about then?
You say why?
What else is our country lying to us about?
Oh
We'd be here for 8 hours talking about what they've been lying to us about.
Yeah,
It's like it's a
The biggest thing they lied about.
and they're trying to wipe it out.
Over here.
They're trying to wipe that out.
You got bought over here.
Think about this. I've been saying this since I was like 16. I think they lying about the census of how many black people live in America.
You think it's less? Or you think it's more?
I think it's more. Way more.
That's a great point. That's a
Way
great
more. Keep us at the minority. We minorities. It's only like 12% of us. And then from what they say, about 3 or 4 years ago, the Latino community is the second most populated
Absolutely.
in the country. It was always white, black, then the Spanish people.
To be honest with you, I think like to be pure white down the line is going to be phased out because everybody's mixing.
Yeah, but just think about this.
Yeah,
though.
real
So
shit.
basically, most of the population in the country live in the major cities. It's the major, that's most populated.
Can you
places.
imagine the white people?
But think about it though. In every major city down there
Facts.
is a huge population of black people.
100,000 the minimum.
Right. Usually they say is, put the blacks in one spot and have them fight, all that, which is mostly kind of true. But still, even with that logic, you go to every major city, there's a huge black population.
Let's put Mark Zuckerberg in the back of the bus.
I will also say that they've been lying to us
Seats
about.
taken.
They've been lying to us about the start of Black history. They've been lying to us about that.
I think we all been lying
The
to about
start
everything,
of
yeah.
Black history.
Well, they started off at slavery.
Exactly.
But that's a mindset thing to get
Exactly.
to keep you down here with it.
Dang, what about
Damn.
this?
Down.
Podcast down, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. True-Lee-Versal Podcast is over.
It's a shake up.
But you know what? They can lie. Like, at the end of the day, right, it's not until black people start to wake up and really
Put your mic close, Joaquin.
I don't go to them for the truth anyway, so they can say whatever they want. I don't go to them for the truth anyway, so they can say what they want to say.
A lot of people do, and
That's a great point.
a lot of people still eat out of that spoon, though.
The hand that they feed us.
Their hand is getting
The
fat.
big sunken place.
Well, it's the Matrix thing. Like, you want the red pill or the blue pill?
Or they be like, the news said, the news said it. I be like, all right. That's all I can say. All right.
When you think about it, right? All the major media outlets all answer to the same few
Yeah.
companies.
Yeah.
Sony, Columbia, and they all when you control the media. When you can control the media, you
control the communities.
whatever
But see, there's no excuse now. How easy access to information that we have now, as opposed to when we was children. We don't have to. When we was kids, we had to settle for the 10 o'clock news. We had to settle for 12 p.m. news. Like that's where we got our information. Information didn't travel. Like stuff that would happen in London didn't get to us till like 4 or 5 days or a week. Now, stuff that happened in London we could find out last night. So it's us
we can find out
the same night. So it's on us to how we process information and what we accept.
That's a double-edged sword too, because as much information is being pumped out to us, we can find out right then and there. We also got TikTok, we got Instagram, we got Facebook.
But-
we just scrolling, we just seeing dumbass videos.
But we have
just
to do
looking
the
at
work,
shit
though.
fights. We looking at fucking wigs, challenges.
It's hard to discern what's the truth.
Do we even really care about what's really going on as a people, as a whole consensus? You know what I'm
But
saying?
we have to do the work because we're living in the age of appropriate misinformation.
Oh, yeah, no facts.
So
But check it out though. No, back in the day when we was young, was puzzles. So this how it is. It used to be like a 50-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
If I dump a 50-piece puzzle out, it doesn't take you a long ass time to put it together.
No.
But let me throw a 1,000-piece puzzle out on the floor. So basically they throwing a bunch of bullshit at you and you gotta put it together. So it's gonna take you a longer time. It's gonna because you got all this shit. You're like, what the fuck is this? Is this real? This not real. Earlier in the times, it wasn't so much shit thrown at you. Whether it was fake or not, it's not that much shit to decipher, to go through.
now you're dodging the bullshit.
Yeah, so it's still bullshit or not bullshit, but it's just all this shit in your face, and you don't know to go left or right. Can you eat this food? Can you eat that food? Fruit is fake. Fruit is real.
Right.
Can't eat that. Eat this.
You're not supposed to drink water.
This water is here. Don't drink water.
Yo, on TikTok,
Yeah,
I seen they said
Yeah, Aaron.
Don't do
they said
nothing.
too much water is not good for you. I said,
Right.
what is that?
All the blood that's in people is not real.
Right.
It says, then you're like, oh my God, what do I do?
Right.
Breathe through your mouth.
They got you thinking. They got you thinking. Am I real? Am I
They
am
said,
I really here?
alkaline water is killing us. I said, what?
Right.
They said, don't go to your doctor. Even if you got cancer, do
Right.
not go to your doctor. They're giving you the cancer.
And I believe it, bro.
Yeah,
Because Chris Rock used to say back in the day, the money's not in the cure, the money's in the medicine.
Hey, Mike, speaking of doctors.
But you know how you, so that whole 1,000-piece puzzle getting thrown at you, you know how you work through that? You always start from the foundation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine your room, right? If your room is clean, it's easy for you to find something you lost.
Look at you.
If your room is dirty and junky, it's harder for you to find something you lost. So just clean your room. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You feel me? It's like
That's that.
that's bad.
So when you say clean your room, does that start with just self? Can you clean yourself? Like,
Gotta start with you.
100%.
Gotta start with you.
100%.
because if you're not right within, you can't tell what's
That's
the bullshit.
important.
Because you don't know everything.
That's important.
But you know something. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't you know you alive right now, so you know something. You got to give yourself that much credit.
But it's filled with a lot of distractions, man, too. And
Yeah.
this is just crazy.
That's the thing. When you understand that, hey, it's more to learn, you're never going to stop learning. You're always going to just keep learning something. Oh, shit. This is how you learn? That's how you survive? Okay, all right, bet. Oh, if I touch this stove going to be hot. All right, bet. Let me not touch that stove.
You're still going. I mean, you still gonna touch it though, because you want.
Some people are.
You still gonna, because sometimes like the stuff that's not good for you is.
A hard head makes a soft ass.
Yeah, so you still want to be like it's. I think it's that level of temptation. Like I still need to know what that's like.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like you say, a hard head makes all that.
Like I'm not supposed to do it, but even like we had a conversation before. Like some of us should be dead. Like you. It's just a temptation. I think it's embedded in us. We know it's hot. And I mean, it's eating Josh get burned, Tate get burned, Ro get burned. You still gotta be like, but I need to do what that's like.
Right.
Consequences for
everybody. Or we go into it with arrogance and we think that,
and like you said,
it can't happen to me, or it won't happen to me. I saw it happen before, it won't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, once it happens to you, like, oh shit.
Respectfully.
I don't feel bad for adults. At all.
Nope.
So there's a lot of people who've been handed chance after chance after chance after chance. And then once they finally really fuck up, then it's like, damn, dog, you had all the signs to show that, you know, you was gonna go into that brick wall.
But you still did it.
That's how we learn too.
Absolutely.
That's how we learn. We also appreciate like the products and the fruits of labor of people that took sacrifices like that. You feel me? You think about planes. Right, I always say this. Like, Wright brothers came up with a bright idea to put some big ass fucking object in the air and tell niggas that they was gonna fly on it. I'm pretty sure niggas was like, "Yo, that's the dumbest thing ever. You going against gravity? You shouldn't waste your fucking
time."
Now niggas fly all over the world because somebody decided to go against the current. You feel me? So we always gonna need those type of people.
Somebody has to push the envelope.
Yeah, push the envelope. Yeah, like somebody like think about the niggas that told Elon Musk, "Yeah, bro, you're not gonna be able to privatize." Too fucking arrogant.
Or like, you know, NASA, you ain't gonna be able to land on the moon, which is another conversation.
Yeah, well, they didn't, but
yeah, that's another conversation.
Yeah, we gonna start
talk about conspiracy theories.
We started again.
Right.
The purpose of what I'm saying is what makes human beings is their ability to think into the unknown, believe in the unknown, and work until the unknown becomes a real tangible thing. And then everybody buys in. And that's how the world really, like, why the political stage is the way it is, because you got people that just don't believe until they see it. But they never have the type of atypical mindset where they're like, yo, you know what? I'm a believe in this joint, whether it's my little small business, whether it's my vision for the future or whatever. You feel me?
To that point right there, that's where human beings will always have the advantage over AI. Because we have the ability to think about, okay, all right, if I do fuck up, I'm going to keep fucking up until I get it right. You know what I'm saying? AI is going to like go off of probability and stuff like that. Okay, this is the best possible route. But like human beings, you have to have some type of human error to advance things and stuff like that. You know, whereas you got AI is being programmed to, you know, with a bunch of possibilities from humans. Humans are programming AI to, okay, this is a spectrum of probabilities and possibilities to go off of, and this is the best possible route. Versus if you're actually working to discover something new or looking to build something or advance something or, you know, even learn something, we always will have that over AI.
Exactly.
You know,
But I think that also, just to play devil's advocate again,
let's do it.
right? I think that's also the Achilles heel, right? That's the pride and the arrogance of humanity, though, right? Just trying to push the needle a little bit further. I fear what actually eventually happens is that we put so much of our advancement in technology based off of how we are able to understand ourselves into technology. And then technology begins to outpace and advance humanity. There's only about so far that we can go. Like, you feel me? And, like, what's the name of the movie with Will Smith?
I Robot. I was just, bro. See, that's why we on the same wavelength. Because I was sitting there like, I Robot is real, bro.
Yeah.
When you think about AI, right? The way AI, not just using probability, but AI is now very intuitive, like ChatGPT. Very intuitive based off of your writing style. If you create an account and you, like,
So you don't think that stuff gonna be able to learn for itself?
learn for itself? Exactly. Right? Because you know why? When you think about the human being as an element of creation. See, the arrogant, I feel like it was in one of the Godzilla movies from like 2015 or something. The boy was like, pretty much, the fall of humanity is forgetting that at the end of the day, he is not God. Right? So we are an extension of creation.
The black boy said that.
Yeah. It was the Asian boy that said it.
All right.
The Asian boy said it. Right? And the arrogance of man is thinking that he is God. Right? We are an extension of creation, and we have limitations. You feel me? And I think we're going to keep trying to push the computer and the technology far and far and far, and it's going to be computers and technology that wipe us away. Right? That's my fear, though.
Yo, we really gonna be the matrix. We gonna be the power source.
Real rap.
So we're getting to a point where you think that AI is going to be able to teach itself.
Absolutely.
Think about it. We've learned. So
It still has to be programmed, though. It still has to be programmed.
But it does, though. Right? That's why I say history is very, very important.
And like he just said, you think right now, you think nobody's trying to right now as we speak, you think no one is not pushing the envelope to see how far it can take AI?
Yeah, they have reports on it.
We have cloning.
Right.
We have 3D imaging.
3D imaging. Voiceovers is crazy, bro.
And now we have AI.
Right.
You get a nigga that like look like Josh. There's every person that don't look like Josh. They could put Josh's face on it and had a mouth moving in slow motion, and it'd be Josh's voice.
Or people getting phone calls at home thinking it's their family members talking about send me money.
And it's not.
And it's not.
Yep.
Bro, that's crazy.
FaceTime me. That shit
So to
crazy.
be naive to think that artificial intelligence won't be able to learn for itself is
Bro,
diabolical.
But think about like over time, like when you look at like how the ancient civilization
Everything evolves.
understood like the creation process of this world, right? And how humans began to adapt their minds to understand how the world was created, and that's how we advanced ourselves. You telling me that we are not going to just do the same very thing that, depending on what you believe, was actually done to us? We were created. We became very advanced civilization.
Yes.
So you telling me we're that arrogant to believe that we can't create technology, we can't build computers and robots and stuff, and the potential that we put our intellectual seed into this technology and they don't grow.
Exactly.
You know?
Or we're that naive to think that everything in the world that don't evolve, everything evolves.
It was a point where we got to a point like our ancient civilizations. We got to a point where we were so advanced. Something happened where everything got wiped out, and we had to start over. Hence, why we have the pyramids looking like the way they do. We also have Atlantis. We also have a lot of these ancient structures, and we still haven't discovered the full history of them. You know.
So do you think that they wasn't destroyed by our own or by their own evolving? Like even Atlantis, I think like they got destroyed by it was their own self doing. They evolved to a point where it crumbled from within. Same thing that can happen to us. Like everything, like I just said, everything evolves.
Everything evolves.
So I think stuff like that, they got arrogant and think that it couldn't happen.
I'm gonna be honest. You know what I think? Since we like talking about conspiracies and shit, just for the sake of it, I personally think when you really look at these ancient civilizations, a lot of us, especially blacks, we come from those bloodlines, right? And a lot of the oppressors, the people from the oppressive cultures, right? They know that. Right, the elite that Josh was talking about behind the scenes,
Yeah.
they know who the real black people are,
100%,
and who they were,
100%.
right? So, like the fact that like we always think, what's the mystery of the civilization of Egypt, right? There's people that really know the relationship between black people in Egypt, black people in Atlantis, black people in ancient Mayan empire.
They look at us like big black man.
I'm about to drop a bomb.
It's not by accident that we have been despised for over 700 years.
And that's why they don't want to connect. They don't want us to connect that dot. Because if we do,
Because it took. Yo, go ahead. I'm aware.
I think black people are the Avengers.
I say I'm a superhero every time.
we're
We got superpowers for real.
We just don't know.
they say niggas activate.
One of our best superpowers. Y'all want to know one of our best superpowers? It's the power of choice. Mm-hmm. We have the ability to choose.
We talking about
what we say, how we feel.
It's about blackness or just humans? Because I mean, listen, black shit.
You can take it how you want to take it. Listen, we got the power to choose whatever we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you're a black man, right? I'm a black man. I could choose to go outside and act the fuck up if I wanted to, or I could just choose to sit right here and talk my motherfucking shit, or I could choose to learn something.
I agree. You know what I think one of our best superpowers are? I think one of our best superpowers is the ability to think. You feel me? The ability to think. Like, you could think like, damn, I need a home. I'm going to build me a little hut. Or you could be like, you know what? I'm about to build everybody a home.
Or I'm gonna
about to build. Like, niggas be like, yo, I'm gonna build a skyscraper and put and sell these 500 square feet units for $500,000 a pop to millennials and put them in a skyscraper and make a lot of bread. Your ability to think can take you very, very far.
Or I'm gonna take it a step further. Collectively thinking, because you see, that's why they took the black father out the home.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it a little further. Because what you say? You said the ability to think. You said choice. Mm-hmm. That's still every race can do it, right? That's not just solely for blacks.
Of course.
For us black people, I think our special trait or ability is the ability to create. The creative thinking. It's all a part of the same, but a lot of the stuff that's been invented, most of the stuff been proven to have been stolen from the minds of us.
Our culture.
Our culture, a lot of the shit.
That's a great point, bro.
And a lot of that has to do with our ability to believe. When you think about it, right? No matter you rob other cultures can get by without belief because they depend on logic, right? But we are the race of belief at the very same time. When you look at how many like black people, you can get them to believe in them in anything. But that belief system can be very, very strong. Whether they believe in religion,
exactly,
their belief in their families. When we come together and we believe in each other, belief is a powerful thing in and of itself, right? But you rob a black person of their ability to think and their ability to believe. You can that's what slavery.
You could change the world.
Break down the psychological breakdown, the physical and the psychological breakdown of slavery was all about let's remove your ability to attain knowledge. You can't read books. You can't know how to read.
No.
That's why reading is so profound. Niggas be acting like, oh, I don't even know how to
because
read.
it sparks your imagination.
You know what I'm saying? But also relics of time is able to be passed down, right? Because you be like, damn, I wonder how the Moheads built the pyramids, right? Because the shit was written down, right? And they stored it in a library. And then they told black niggas that for a long period of time,
don't read.
You can't read. Matter of fact, they got so smart with it that they changed the language art system. Right? And they said, you know what, we're going to build a different system based off of how we studied how they created language. So they built Latin. You feel me? And then they said, all right, you know what, we're going to, depending on where Latin is, it's going to have a slight little dialect to it. So Latin might become Italian in one place, Spanish in another, French in another, German in another. Right? And then we're going to enslave a group of people that their native language is not even based off of the framework of Latin. So it'd be hard for them to communicate.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, within our group of people, we have our own language. We came up with our own shit within the confines of what we were supplied with. But we came up with our own food. We came up with our counting system. We came up with our own everything.
And that's what I was about to touch. Look at everything that they try to take away from us that they gave us scraps about food and we turned it into soul food.
Bro, we came up with fried chicken.
They gave us a couple of drums and a couple of banjos.
They gave us chitlins.
During slavery, wings were the scraps. In the house, you did not eat the chicken leg.
No,
it was only the breast.
Yep.
It was only the breast. Right, because a fatty meat was considered, ooh, that's...
Yeah.
And they found out, Get them the wings.
Yep. We was
Okay.
making that shit busting.
We was in the field, so we understood the herbs, the spices. We don't use butt over here.
And that's why white people don't have seasoning to this day.
Because even in the house, they had the house nigga cooking all the food.
Because seasoning, that's not in them. That's in us. That's a cultural.
Seasoning is the same thing as rhythm.
Yes.
Rhythm
It's the
as
same
well.
thing. It's just two different things.
Frequency.
Yep.
Now, when you really think about it, when you
We're the chosen
see
people.
a frequency, you're able to see
that's
things
why we-
differently. You're able to
that's a
create.
fact.
Like, we go back to creation, too, collective creation. You know, we can all be on the same vibration right now and understand exactly what we're talking about. If we say finna, gonna, John, if we say certain things, we all know exactly what we're talking about.
They're coming after us, guys. We know too
We
much.
get too deep. We get too deep.
They
Look,
coming
we start
after us.
freezing
They-
everything.
They're coming.
We know too much.
One
Listen,
thing you
man.
can't destroy the black person. You just can't.
Fuck the system. I'm tired of this shit. It's like, no.
They gonna listen to this podcast and said,
And I ain't even listen.
send Secret Services. They know too much.
I was just playing.
He said, just kidding.
He said, shut it down.
Man, fuck these
No,
niggas.
let's get back to the surface level. Yeah, so, you know, Trump.
Shuck it and drive.
Nah, but real talk, this conversation, I didn't know where it was going to go tonight, but I'm glad that we just focus on this because it first of all, it gives us a demonstration of when you put a couple of thinking minds together, how far we can elaborate, how far we can think, how far we can challenge one another, and how far our star can be bright because we are not afraid of learning and just spreading information and coming together to talk about it. This is very needed just in our community alone.
Yes, sir.
We don't do this often, and we don't focus on, you know, it's a time to play and it's a time to laugh, but it's also a time to educate and a time to learn. I don't know everything.
I'm about to fuck it up, but I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Go ahead.
We spent all this time to a certain audience. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all gonna know who I'm
Oh,
talking
I already
to.
know. Oh, yeah.
And we ain't saying nothing about no hoes this whole time.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
facts.
I'm just saying we can do that.
Now,
We-
that's why y'all should like, comment, and
Now, we're not
subscribe.
about to
Because
start
we ain't just talking about
no,
y'all.
And I say that respectfully. I was a joke. Now, ladies, you know what I mean? But we spoke about real shit, important shit, and anything that has to do with all that. But we ain't speak on who got the fatties and bagging these shit. That ain't always necessary to talk about. Huh?
She went, never mind.
I did say smash or pass. I did say, all right, my bad. I did say smash or pass. So outside of that,
But yeah, yeah, true.
we ain't
But,
elaborate
outside
on
of that,
talking
though,
a bunch of nonsense about, you know what I mean?
Right.
No, but it just proves that, you know, just us as men and black men, that we are critical thinkers and we do care about what's going on in our society, and it's more than about bitches and hoes sometimes. Absolutely. Like we just to have minds, be able to have conversation like this.
This shows that there's range, and we also have a plethora of thinking that, you know, can be learned from the younger generation too, because they need it. They need some type of, like, I don't want to say authority, but they need some type of reference point. You know, like, people, we come from a certain, you know, demographic where, like, not a lot of us make it. So, like, you know, to be able to sit here and have this conversation about things other than, you know, sex, women, relationships, like, you know, that should get burnt out after a while. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, it's good to be able to just broaden your horizons and shit like that.
And I definitely wanted to have a conversation of, like, we didn't come at each other like we knew everything. I don't know everything, and a lot of us, you know, a lot of stuff might be, you know, not fact checked. It was just, it's an imagination to spark debate, and when you have that type of concept and willing to go wherever the mind takes you, it sparks a well correlated conversation that we can either learn from, add to, and just enjoy. And this is the kind of platform that I wanted to build for us to just come and have a safe space for us to talk. Yeah, because we about to shut this down because we went for an hour and a half on this, and I didn't even plan to go an hour and a half about Trump and stuff.
Everybody put their socials out there so we can be able to, you know.
All right, we're gonna start with Ro. We're gonna see more of him to come. Put your social out there, Ro.
Follow me on the gram, Drawn Morgan. You feel me? And you can follow me on LinkedIn because I'm about that business life. So say it's Ellie. You can see that on Drawn Morgan.
Drawn Morgan.
Yes, sir.
Tate.
All right, yeah. Follow me on the gram, Tate the Great. Follow me on TikTok, Snapchat, you know, Facebook, you know, anything. Tate the Great, Goal 1 Win. let's do some business. I make T-shirts and I do any type of printing. Let me know. Let's talk.
Oh, you on OnlyFans?
That's for the ladies. Anyway,
See, I sell feet on OnlyFans.
That's wild.
Josh, what you got, bro?
Yeah, Sticky4900. Follow me on Instagram. Ladies, follow me to my crib. I got Henny, I got drinks, I got weed.
He said he got it all.
All that.
he said, "Follow me to my crib."
Follow me. He said, "I'm gonna draw you to my lair." Like Hansel and Gretel.
Hey, you guys just said we ain't talking about no ladies.
Right.
We got
Right.
substance, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
We good human beings.
Right. Right.
Sticky 4900. Yeah, follow me to my crib.
Right, and he threw the little quiet storm voice on too. Like,
Respectfully.
yeah, just follow me.
Because the next episode.
Right, he become a radio DJ.
You got a sauce.
He ain't yelled out one time.
All right, and I'm Mike, aka Truly Underrated on Instagram, aka Tru-Lee-Versal on TikTok. And for closing arguments or this closing discussion, I want to say, I'm going to say this after every pod. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Whether I have one follower or one subscriber, I'm going to keep pushing the envelope with this podcast. I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's we're a couple in, and I don't know where I want to go with this, but I know I enjoy doing it with these group of fellas right here. We only will keep getting big, keep growing. So, like I said, man, Tru-Lee-Versal Podcast.
Yes, sir.
We out. Enjoy the
Chad.
rest of your night.
This John. You know what I'm
Episode
saying?
about to drop in about a
real.
week or two. So check us out.
Peace,
Tru-Lee-Versal
love, and
Podcast.
happiness. You
We
know
out,
what I'm
y'all.
saying? All that good stuff.
One.
Yeah.